Welcome to our test instructions video. This is the instructions for our Unit 2 test, and these instructions are also listed on the assignment, so if there's any part of this video that you're unsure about, you can consult the assignment and directions on Google Classroom. First of all, during this remote learning, distance learning, we are going to use 2 days for our test. So the test will take place over 2 days. On our first day, we will take the test. It's 2-13. It is on a PDF attached to Google Classroom. So open that PDF, use Kami to take the test. And while you're taking the test, do as much as you can from what you learned. Try to think about the question, answer the question the best you can. If you get stuck, I encourage you to use your class notes. You can rewatch any videos we had or consult the lab results. Any assignments that you've done, you can use for this test. We'll also be working in groups in class in breakout rooms. You'll do a portion of questions together, and then you'll take a look at what each other put on the answers, share your knowledge. Do not copy off other students. Don't have students do the first 5 questions and you jump to the second 5 questions with the goal of getting done as quickly as you can. Instead, I would like you to start working together in breakout rooms on our day 1. Get information so that you can contact those students later and you can continue your work beyond class time. Again, please do not copy each other's work. You can discuss, but don't copy. Your goal is to have the test done by Wednesday of the week. You will not turn your test in, though, by Wednesday of the week. I want you to hold on to your test. So day 1, you'll have an hour and 15 minutes in class, a half hour outside of class to take the test. And when you're finished, then you begin the real learning. So you need to have the written part of the test done by Wednesday, and then it's time to go through our day 2 procedures. So do not merely submit your test as soon as you're done. The test is not due until you've completed day 2. On day 2, there's 3 things we're going to ask you to do. The first thing is to correct your test. When you're correcting your test, if you're finding out that you're missing questions, we want you to watch the help videos, which will explain the answers behind many of the questions. Now, for this test, there's not help video for all the questions. Some of the questions are merely straight definitions out of your notes. For those questions, the answers or explanations will not appear in videos. Instead, just look at the answer key, look at your notes. If you do need help understanding the definitions, please email me. We can set up a Zoom. We can set up office hours to go over that stuff. So first, correct your test. Consult the help videos for explanations on the ones you've missed. Then, when you've done those things, you can turn in your corrected test. Be sure that you write your score in the upper left-hand corner of your test on the first page out of 75. You're like, well, I'll just put 75 out of 75 on it, because that's what I have after I corrected it. No, what I would like to know is how many you actually missed. So if you missed 10, you'll still correct those 10 on your test. I'll explain how we'll be doing that in a second. And then you would write 65 out of 75. You will not be penalized for the ones you missed. Instead, that is just being used to help me. If you correct your test and write how many you missed in the upper left-hand corner, you get all the points. If you don't correct your test and write how many you missed in the upper left-hand corner, points will be removed. You'll use the answer key posted on Google Classroom to correct your test. As you correct your test, I would like you to be sure to highlight the questions that you missed so that I can tell which ones you missed. I would like you to fix the answer by putting in the correct answer in a different font color than you originally wrote. And then, as I mentioned, after you're done, look at how many highlighted questions there are, or you can look at the answers that had different colored font put in, and record how many you had right out of 75 on the front of the test. That's for my knowledge to see how we're doing, how the distance learning, remote learning is going. Again, you will not be penalized for having missed some. What you'll be penalized for is not writing a score. Tests are our best learning tool. So use your test to better understand things that you missed. And the best way to do that is by watching the help videos. If the help videos do not help you, don't hesitate to schedule office hours with me to clear up any confusion you might have. And then when you've completed all of that, please turn in your corrected test to Google Classroom. Again, score written on the front page out of 75. And you will be done and completed with the Unit 2 test. Thank you very much for watching the directions for the test. Good luck. Do your best. Don't be nervous. Everyone can get all the points for this test by following the procedure.